Hello and welcome back to Everglades Classroom out here at Grassy Waters Preserve. Today we're going to be talking about threatened and endangered animals. We've got a special guest out here, Ashley, and she's brought someone with her too so we can talk to them. Plus we'll be answering some questions from our Palm Beach County school students about our threatened and endangered animals. So if you guys are ready, let's get started. All right. First question, Danish, Braylon, Jacob, and Ada, 4th grade, Elbridge Gale Elementary. Hey guys, how are you doing? Got your question here. How many creatures have you seen at Grassy Waters that are endangered? I'm going to answer that one real quick. Everglades snail kite, nice big raptor bird. The Atala butterfly, beautiful little blue butterfly. And occasionally, rarely though, the Florida panther. It would just be passing through the preserve out here. All right, so let's move on. Let me get Ashley out here and introduce her. Hey Ashley, what's going on out there? Who do you have with you?
Hi guys, I have Bruno, who's an American crocodile, and he is actually going to be found at the very end of Florida, so the very bottom, closer to the Keys in brackish water, which is where fresh and salt water meet. And he's actually considered a threatened species, not endangered. So his population is actually starting to decline, but they're not yet at endangered. So we need to actually act now to help him.
Okay, so a little bit of protection needed there.
Yeah.
Ashley, Colton, the McQuestion Trails Elementary, 4th grade. Hey Colton, how are you doing? Would like to know, what do crocodiles eat? Oh, do they eat snakes, Ashley?
So if you take a look at the crocodile, you can see his powerful jaws there, his teeth. You can tell that he's definitely going to be one of those animals that are definitely carnivorous, but he's also going to be the top of the food chain there. So his favorite things are going to include fish, but he also likes to have other animals like small birds. Snakes are definitely a part of it, even small turtles. And then when they're babies, they're going to be eating more of the bugs or the invertebrates that you find in the water or along the water.
Okay, so a pretty good variety of foods there. All right, Ashley, Melody. Hey Melody, 4th grade, Elbridge Gale Elementary. Ashley, Melody's asking, how are the crocodiles and other endangered animals adapted to living in the Everglades?
So every animal has their own unique adaptation, and we're going to go over Bruno, who's living in brackish waters adaptations. So if we take a look at Bruno's eyes, look at the location. It's actually on top of his head, not on the side. And that's because he can remain underwater, keep his eyes out on the surface of the water and see prey items that he may want, or even just see if there's any harmful things that can come his way, any danger. Another thing is that he lives in water that does have salt, and salt isn't actually good for our bodies, nor is it good for his. So every animal has their own way of getting rid of the salt in our bodies and their bodies. And if for a crocodile, it's actually going to be a really special gland that is located on their tongue. So if he were to open his mouth, you might be able to get a good shot of the tongue, but you won't see the gland. It's kind of microscopic.
All right, he's probably got some other adaptations too, right, Ashley?
Absolutely. Take a look to see if you find any more adaptations on him.
All right, guys, there's your task. Let us know if you see any other adaptations on beautiful Bruno there. All right, Ashley, next question. Jackson, 4th grade, Elbridge Gale Elementary. Hey, Jackson, how are you doing today? Let's see, we've got your question here. Why is the American crocodile threatened, Ashley?
That's a really important question. So these guys prior were actually hunted for their beautiful skin, and they were also taken from the wild to be used for shows or even killed to be put on display in museums. But today it's all about habitat loss. So human population has actually been growing so much that we've actually had to extend our building of our homes and offices into their habitat. So he's having less of a place to live and less of a place to call home.
Guys, I'm sure you're hearing a lot about habitat loss as you go through your studies also. Ashley, last question, Miss Sarah's class, 4th grade, Bridges Montetori. Hello, Miss Sarah's class. Got your question right here. Ashley, what can we do to protect the threatened and endangered animals of the Everglades? That's a great question.
So everything counts. So even the smallest thing like picking up trash can actually help maintain their habitat, keep it nice and clean, so that these guys can remain nice and healthy. Even spreading the word to other people about these awesome, beautiful animals, even making posters, educational posters, so that more people can see it. So spread the word.
All right, Ashley, I think we're going to wrap up here. Guys, thank you all for sending in your questions to us and asking about the crocodile, Bruno the crocodile. And Ashley and Bruno, thank you for coming. Students, I think you guys are tasked with a little bit of spreading of knowledge. So flyers, and Ashley said posters. So if you guys will help us out with that, we'll get the knowledge out there and hopefully give the crocodiles and the other threatened and protected animals a little bit of help. All right, we'll see you guys again out here in our Everglades classroom at Grassy Waters Preserve. Bye, guys.
Bye.